Good afternoon. Welcome to our webinar where we will take you through a journey of how to use Microsoft Copilot on the web through Microsoft Edge browser. My name is Ayman Khalifa. I'll be your presenter today. I hope you're excited as I am to see Microsoft 365 Copilot capabilities, which will help you, your team, boosting your creativity and efficiency as well. All right. Usually we wait a couple of minutes for those who still wants to join, but they're late. However, respecting your time because you joined earlier, we're going to begin immediately. But let me first begin with the usual question. Have you used Copilot? Have you tried Copilot? I think Lena did. Pretty sure Mariam did. They joined my other webinars. If not, if this is the same Lena. Yeah, Paris.
We're not using extremely, but it is coming. It's incorporated in behalf of Outlook, I guess. So whatever we start typing, it will prompt. Not extensively used. That's it. We are using, to be frank, we are using ChatGPT much.
Yeah. That's where we all started, right? That's like MySpace on social media.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway, well, Copilot is basically built on top of ChatGPT, yeah. And the way I put it, actually the way it is that ChatGPT have created a separate instance. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same model that GPT use. They've created a separate instance only used by Copilot. All right, it's not the same public ChatGPT model that you use. Yeah, this is separate. This is more isolated. This is more secure because it works within the organizational context. The data doesn't leave your organization, unlike ChatGPT, where it actually learns from your data and it returns your data on the cloud, like many other GPT models and generative AI models. However, Copilot doesn't do that. And on top of this, Copilot mainly applies Microsoft security. So within your organization, because we're talking here about Microsoft 365 Copilot, all right, just to put everyone in the context. We have several flavors of Copilot. Microsoft 365 is one of them. So in Microsoft 365 and actually all of the others except the individual version of Copilot, the Copilot Pro and the free version, all the other Copilots, they follow the same structure. They obey to your security policies. Yeah. So that's really better than bringing a third-party tool to my organization, not knowing where will the data be saved or how will it be disposed and so on. This one, the governance and the control happens on the enterprise level. All right. So you have sensitivity labels. You apply your sensitivity labels. All the copilots understand the sensitivity labels. So if a copilot gets data from a confidential document to generate a new document, the new document is going to be confidential by default. So it understands my data privacy or data privacy controls, yeah, policies, and works accordingly, right? Okay, so one thing is the facilitator option, which is recently added by Copilot. It's there to help you with questions and so on. You can see it in the chat. Nice one, facilitator. All right. Now, let's begin. Do you have any question before we carry on about what is Copilot or any comparison that you want to do before we see the capabilities? Because I'm planning not to do lots of slides today and dive straight to demos. Yeah, so if you have any question around the basics, let me know before to address it before we carry on.
Just one question. This is recorded, and can we get this recording?
Sorry?
Can we get the recording of this session or no?
Oh, yes. Our team will upload the recording to our channel and then
Thank
share
you.
the recording with you through email. Yeah.
Thank you. Is there any certificates after completion of this course?
Thank you for the question. Yes, you won't be leaving empty-handed. We will give you a certificate issued
Awesome.
by Microsoft. Yeah. For your attendance for this webinar, which can be shared in social media or printed and so on. Don't forget to tag me when you share it. All right, all right.
We'll think about it.
So
Let's see how the training is going.
yes, 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 yes. I'm pretty sure we will blow your mind. All right. Challenge accepted, Farid.
Noted.
All right, all right. So today we want to focus on Copilot on the web, all right? Because in some entities, we figured that for some reason they focus on using Microsoft 365 applications on the web. They don't install them on the devices, all right? There are very few of them. So we was like, okay, why don't we run a webinar on web? Because some other users, they actually prefer to access their documents um, on the run or at home from iPads, tablets, and so on. Let's begin, first of all, by PowerPoint. So the idea here is that we want to create presentations, yeah? And we really don't have time to go through the details of matching the slides and matching the colors and the font pairing and all of that. So there are several ways. The nature of this demo, of all the demos today, is feature-based. Yeah, so it's not one consistent scenario. All right. So the first thing that you see is Copilot icon popping up, offering help to either create a presentation about a topic or create a presentation from a file. Or if this is a ready presentation, maybe I have questions to ask Copilot. Now, I'm going to create a presentation, and on my first presentation, I'm going to ask Copilot to Copilot populate first. I'm going to ask Copilot to generate presentation, second, right, about hybrid best practices. So a simple prompt, send that prompt to Copilot. Copilot will generate first the outlines, all right? You see, even the look and feel is different from the Copilot on the standalone application, all right? See, it agrees with me on the outlines first, because if I want to switch certain outlines, I can do. If I want to add a new topic, I can click here and ask Copilot to add a new topic. All right, and I can, if I want to edit the initial prompt, I'll just click here and edit the initial prompt, and then I can generate the slides immediately. But there is another way to create your presentations, and that's through the panel of Copilot, the default Copilot chat panel. Let me show you. So if I close this one, I will click on the Copilot icon in order to get my Copilot panel, where I have a couple of proposed prompts by Copilot for me to use instead of typing from scratch. So maybe I'll use them, maybe I'll type my prompt. It's really up to me, all right? So I'll create a presentation about hybrid best practices, right? There we go. And I'm going to send that to Copilot. Now, the difference between asking for a presentation from this panel and asking for a presentation from here is that this panel here, Copilot will show you the outlines, and then you can bring the presentation to life, where you get to modify, as we mentioned earlier. But this one will crack immediately. Oh, they've changed it. They used to immediately start creating the presentation. However, when I clicked on it now, it took me back to the other panel. All right, expect that a lot. Copilot is getting a lot of updates. Yeah, So every time you will see new feature, new behavior, until the final wave of updates, which is announced um, to be completed on at the end of May, will come. At that time, Copilot is going to change dramatically. Trust me on this, and you heard it here first. It's going to be an AI on steroids, all right? The interface is going to change, and the behavior is going to change. I'm going to click on generate slides. And not only the behavior, the model, the underlying model will change. It will understand deep search, it will understand reasoning models now. So you will have new capabilities coming by the end of this month. All right. So now I asked Copilot to generate the presentation and started creating the slide titles, contents, images, right? Suitable for every slide. And it will animate the slides as well. And it will add presenter notes for every slide. So it will even help you what to say in every slide. If the design is okay with you, you can keep it. Click on it. Click on keep it. And these are the different slides. If I click on the editing view, I will get to see the presenter notes for every slide. And if I preview it, yeah, because it's on the web, it will take a time. It will take time. There you go. It's animated already. Okay. And on top of this, I can again open Copilot and ask for changes and ask for modifications. Now the question is, can I create a presentation from an existing template? Well, yes. The trick is you have to open the template first. Open the template and then ask Copilot to create the presentation. It will stick to the template and it will create it based on the template. But for any reason, if you don't like a certain slide design, you click on the designer, which is part of Copilot now. And then you can change the design of your slide to the design that suits your taste and needs. That being said, it will always stick to the current template. So the current template is simple, blank, and then it will change the layout for you, keeping the current look and feel of the template. All right? But that's not what we always want. Most of the time, we want to create presentations from files. So I'm going to create a presentation, and I can click on reference a file, and then I can reference any file that I want. Yeah. I have, all right, about MCIT, yeah, training, whatever, customer, all right. These are fiction contract fiction companies that we use for the demo. Some of them are real, like MCIT. However, the data here is not real. So what I have on the financial report summary, summary about our financial report, and now I want to create a presentation out of that because I don't want to go to a meeting, opening a Word document and then summarizing our financial year from a Word document doesn't look good. So I'm going to send this document to Copilot. Copilot will understand the context and create the outlines for me, like what it did earlier. Yeah. So it's going to tell me, you know what, we have an intro, and here are the key initiatives. All right. Conclusion, and so on. Good. Click on generate slides, and it will generate all the slides for you. Just remember one thing. If you want to attach a document to a prompt, which is possible from all the Microsoft 365 Copilot, whether it was Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and so on, you can click on reference a document, the button that we've seen, or type a forward slash. Yeah, that would do the trick as well. Forward slash. Do you have any questions so far? So this presentation is created and it's ready. All right. Any question? All right. So let's say on my intro, yeah, this is okay. Overview of the financial performance. It's okay, but I want to change the tone. Yeah, I want to change the wording. So the minute I select content on any slide, I can click on Copilot, and then Copilot will offer to either auto rewrite or condense or make it sound more professional. So if I click on auto rewrite, it's working on it now. It will rewrite my content. There we go. If I'm satisfied, I can keep it or I can regenerate it. I'm going to keep it. Or maybe I'll select and then go like, you know what, condense, just a quick overview. I don't want much words in here. There we go. Or maybe I want to make it professional. And these are ways to modify the content, all right, using using Copilot. But then if you want to chat to Copilot to do the modifications, what you can do, you can write prompts. You can go like, you know what, for the overview, yeah, I want Copilot to rewrite the slide to make the content clearer and more engaging. Yeah, why not send it? Let's see how Copilot reacts. There you go. It's helped me with the new content. If I like it, I can take it and paste it. If I don't like it, I can borrow some areas on, and it will always suggest follow-up prompts for me to try. So I can try this, or I can try prompts like, for instance, um, prompts like this, right? I can ask Copilot, hello, this one, yeah, for you to see. So I can ask Copilot to simplify the text on this slide while keeping the key points. I can ask Copilot to, let's say, break down this paragraph into bullet points for better readability. I can ask Copilot to, for instance, tailor the content of this slide to be suitable for technical or non-technical audience, or suitable for the C-level executives. So I can modify the content the way I want. I can even ask Copilot to add a slide for Q&A, yeah, because I want to allow audience to do so. So let Copilot work on this one and create the Q&A for me. All right. There we go. Q&A. For any reason, if I have a slide and I want to add an image, it's supposed to be possible. Let's see how Copilot reacts. I ask Copilot to add an image of a school playground, which is irrelevant to the topic. I just want a school playground. So what it should do, it should go to the through the image stock, yeah, and get you an image that represents your description, right? It will not generate the image, right? Go to the stock as if you're going to insert an image normally in PowerPoint, and then you go to the gallery and then add your image. Okay. Any questions so far?
That image
Yes,
hasn't
please.
generated. Sorry.
Please.
Thank you.
I'm listening.
The image is not yet generated, right?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a school playground.
All right. And then of course I can go to the designer and play now with the layout. How do I want it to look like? Yeah, I got different layouts here. Yes, Lena.
Yeah, I tried to create slides about Qatar World Cup 2022 and with images, and but all the images, no one of these images was about Qatar. It was about football game or يعني in general,
Yes,
not about Qatar or picture from the Qatar Cup.
yes.
World Cup, sorry, World Cup. 2022. So what is the reason? It
I'll,
doesn't bring
I'll tell you.
the real
I'll tell you.
pictures.
I'll tell you. Remember when I mentioned it will go to the stock images and get the images. It will not generate them. It will not go to the web and search for images. The default behavior is as if you're going to pictures and then stock images. You see the stock images that we all see in all Office applications. Whatever is here, it will get the images from here.
Okay.
That's the default behavior.
So only the Microsoft images or the stock images from
Exactly.
Microsoft.
Exactly.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
that's not the issue. You see, the issue is that not all those images, even the ones from the web, even the ones related to the topic, not all of them are approved by your organization. So in
Oh,
your organization, you would need certain library, and that library is usually approved by the marketing team. So when we create presentations, we should take images only which is approved. But the good news is I can configure Copilot to get me images only from my brand library. It just has to be done from the admin side, from the
oh.
administrator side. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
That being said, on the update at the end of this month, you will be able to generate the image. Even if you don't want those and you have a certain description in mind, you can generate your own images. And you can modify them. You can select an image and then go like, I don't want this magnifier. Then select it and then Copilot will remove it for you. We have a lot of editing tools coming to the images. I'm going to try something here with you, Lena. I'm going to ask Copilot to search the web for images related to Qatar World
Cup
Cup.
2022.
راحت علينا. I sent it.
It's okay.
All right. So in here, it might not do it. Actually, it did not do it in PowerPoint. So to carry on your scenario, let me try to do it from Teams. Yeah. So the way Copilot reacts to your prompt, it depends on where you are. Like if I ask for image in Word, it will not get me from the stock. It will generate the image in Word. In Teams, let me ask the same question, but switch to web and then ask the same question. There we go. All right, it got me links only. It did not actually search or get me the images. All right, it didn't help with that. Okay, I was just trying it to see if it will do it or not. All right, but
Okay.
now I answered your question. Now you know from where it gets those images, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we've seen editing a slide content with Copilot, add a slide content with Copilot, add images with Copilot. All right. Maybe you can ask Copilot as well to add an image of and then describe a certain product or a certain. You describe the image that you want, and it will get it from the stock images. If for any reason these sections are not appearing on the generated content that you have, you still can ask Copilot to organize your presentation. So for instance, If I ask Copilot now to organize my presentation, there you go, and send this one. Copilot will look at my presentation content, and then it's gonna suggest new slides to be added and some updates. Yeah, so they updated certain sections, it added new slides, and it will create those sections for me if they were not there. So I'm gonna say yes to accept this update, and there we go. It added the new slides and it updated the online ones as well. All right, the existing, I mean, ones as well. All right. So one more thing to mention here. So I won't leave you without covering all points that I want to cover. Remember when I said we can add our own branding? Yeah. Not our own branding, our own image library, right? I'm just going to leave you with a link that will walk you through, just in case if you don't know how to create a template or something. There we go. So you can keep your presentation through Copilot on brand, but first of all, the design should not be on the slides. The design should be on the slide master. That's where the design should actually be there. And then name your layouts correctly. The design should be like title, agenda, that's a section. This is the content, this is a conclusion. If you have this proper format, Copilot then will leverage this and create your presentation based on your brand library. All right, just going to share this on the chat window for you to remember to pass this to those who create the presentation templates.
I mean, this, sorry, can I ask a question?
Yes, please, shoot.
You
right
said
away.
this have to be configured by the administrator of the Copilot of the organization?
Not this one. Not this one. I mean, the images that Copilot creates, those, if I want my own approved images, I'm going to have to upload them to SharePoint to a library. And then the administrator would run one PowerShell command. And that command will force Copilot to get the images only from my approved images.
All right.
All right, there we go. Let's connect organization asset library to a Copilot on an on-brand experience. So you stick only to your images. That's what you need to do. It's just one PowerShell command to run. And then every time you add something from Copilot, you just describe the image you want. It will go get it from your brand library. I'm going to leave you with this link as well. Yeah. I need to title those links for the chat so they would make more sense. All right. All right, so that's the connected organization asset library. Hatcher, I hope you know that your cam is on. All right, moving on. No, don't get me wrong, we'd love to see you, Hatcher. All right, now, next, let's carry on. Brilliant. Okay. I hope you're having a buffalo sauce with those. All right. So I can as well summarize an existing presentation. You see, I asked Copilot to summarize this presentation, and that's what I got. I got the summary. And the cool thing when Copilot generates a summary is that it adds references. Because, for instance, maybe I want to see from where it got this platform financial analysis. And then I got so many references. If I click on any one of them, it should take me, it usually takes me to the slide. It works fine with the desktop app for a reason here. It just told me. You see, it's getting me to the slide. Just taking time. Yeah. So it took you to the slide that it generated this summary for ROM. All right. Now, Raise your hand if you have the Microsoft 365 Copilot license. Because if you all have the license, I'm gonna do a quick exercise. But if only few of you, then I'll ask you to I'll do the exercise, and then I'll ask those who has the license to practice if they're interested in practicing. Only one. All right. So it's on me. So I have this document, which is a promotion plan for a chai, not karak, just chai, in Latin America, right? So that's the plan, right? Potential taglines for the chai and so on. And we're gonna ask Copilot to create an icebreaker slide out of this content, right? Or create a presentation from a Word document to recap everything we mentioned, all right? So that's the document. You see the content now. For me to use this document, I'm gonna have to switch the document from my downloads to my OneDrive for Business, all right? And you're just gonna drop it here in my OneDrive for Business, all right? For Copilot to see it, because if it's not in OneDrive for Business, Copilot will not see it, all right? We make sure it's here, promotion plan, there you go, it's there. Now I can go to a brand new presentation. If you want to follow the same exercise, I'm gonna copy the link for the document that I've downloaded, all right, to the chat window. You can download the same document and follow the same exercise. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna go for a blank new presentation, and then on this blank new presentation, I'm going to ask Copilot to create a presentation. Yeah. Still loading. Create a presentation from the promotion plan. There you go. 17 minutes ago. 17 March. No, I think I uploaded it earlier, and that one that what was digested. Okay. Now, I can just send it as is, or I can write a proper prompt, yeah, to generate the slides based on what I need, write the context of what I need, who is the target audience of this, write an effective prompt, right? If you don't write the effective prompt, Copilot will not generate the result that you want. We always say garbage in, garbage out. It's a process, right?
How did you open? How did you open that file in Virtual? You
either upload it to OneDrive or SharePoint.
Okay, so then I'm now in PowerPoint, so it's on my OneDrive, and then what do I do?
Click on reference a file, or type / and start typing the name of the document.
So in PowerPoint, I've hit Copilot button, and it just in the message. No.
Yeah, on the Copilot prompt area. Let me repeat that. If you do you have dual screen?
Yeah.
Look at what I'm doing. I'm just going to create a presentation. All right.
Right.
Type /
Yeah. Okay. Got the button. That's the button I needed.
Yeah. Type any part of the name. I can start with chai. Then it will get me anything that has chai on it. That's why I started with promotion, because there are only few of them. So even if you don't see your document within the list, type the name and it will pick it up. Yeah.
Okay. The reference file. Where's my files? Okay. I'll yeah. It's not in my list, but I know where I'm going from it. Yeah. Okay.
So I was saying, pay some effort, and this is the time to learn prompt engineering, because all of those tools, they depend on prompting to get you the result that you want. there we go. We got our presentation about our chai product. All right. But then
I
I
mean,
want yes, please.
I mean, kindly, you haven't shared the document link to download.
I did. I think I did. I believe I did. It's here. I just typed here for the link.
Yeah, the 2269126 document in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
126.
Yeah.
So there's a go.microsoft link.
This one. Which is this one. So I'm going to ask Copilot to create an icebreaker question for me, icebreaker slide, and send that. But the question is, I did not ask for the slide directly. I'm brainstorming with Copilot now, which is another use. Yeah. Before I jump into the slide content, let me see what could be an icebreaker question. So I got these, and so on. If I like them, I choose one of them, or I can go like suggest more icebreaker questions, or what are some of tips of engaging a global audience? Yeah, and send that to Copilot, and Copilot comes back with the results, right? All right. I got my suggestions in here. And then you can, those who's following the exercise, enjoy reading this one and check the data that you want. All right. And then maybe I can as well ask Copilot to edit the text on the overview on benefit slide to make it more conversational, and send that to Copilot. See how Copilot will react. It should be able to edit the text for me, and there you go. It got the text and edited and changed it into a more engaging way. So several ways to edit and test and modify your content beside the Copilot panel that appears in here. You can brainstorm ideas here before reflecting them into your slide. So that was building a presentation. Any question before I switch topic?
Sorry, I did come late. Sorry. Oops. Sorry, I came late to the session, so I was a bit late.
No problem. No problem.
I mean, I'm interested in why it's using Microsoft Edge as the title when we're looking at.
Because when this was because we're going to use the web.
Okay.
On Microsoft Web, on Microsoft Edge. Yeah, that was at the introduction. I said we will try Copilot on the apps, but we will try the web experience of it. However, I'll jump to Teams, and this is one of my favorite prompts. I'll ask Copilot in Teams, and I'll go like, I joined the meeting. I joined the meeting a bit late. Please summarize the main points discussed. And this is a typical scenario because during the day I might have back-to-back meetings. One of them is extended, affected the other one. So now I want to catch up on the meeting that I joined. Yeah. So I asked Copilot. So Copilot will summarize everything for me. There we go. Introduction, the webinar, Copilot Tuesday. So all the points discussed. And then maybe I can ask what are the questions asked? What are the changes suggested for this project if we're discussing a project and so on? So be specific with your question. Yeah, and there we go. I got main points discussed, Copilot usage, creating presentation with Copilot, and you're not missing anything. You got screenshots. Yeah. There you go. You click on it, you can see what I did. Okay. There you go. Editing and enhancing presentations, branding with image library, and so on. All right. Yes, Farid.
I tried to do it. I don't have access, but there we are.
Yeah, it's just because
only you've got access to do that on this meeting. So
yeah, because we're from different entities.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, no, I don't get me wrong. I use that all the time. So yeah.
Brilliant.
Catch me up on the meeting, please. Yes.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. Recap this meeting and so on. And now they added this button. Look, and in every webinar I deliver, I find new feature. This open in Word is new. I've never seen it before. So there you go. I got my recap. All the main points discussed in a Word document. There we go. Okay. Let's carry on. Yes, sir.
So this is only for the recorded meetings, or this is for all the meetings?
Brilliant question. Recording has nothing to do with this. Copilot depends on the transcription of the meeting. You have to start the transcription. And when you start the transcription, Copilot will ask you about the language of the meeting. And then you specify that the language is English. You got to stick to English. If you start throwing Arabic words, khali wali, minni minni, you know what I mean? It's going to mess up Copilot, and it's going to mess up the transcription, you see?
So if it is not, transcription is not, yeah.
Even if it's not recorded, but transcription is on, Copilot will still get you the details of the meeting.
So if it is not, transcription is off, it will not?
Will not. It's a language model.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was
normally in the office meetings, we start recording, but we stop transcription.
So look, dealing with AI in an office organization is a culture, right? So from now on, we need to schedule meetings and then go to the meeting options before the meeting starts. On the meeting options, make sure that recording and transcription are started automatically. You don't have to manually do it. And if you want, you can ask the admin team to configure that for all meetings automatically, instead of you configuring it in every meeting.
So this is organization settings.
No.
You can do it.
You can do it yourself.
You can.
If you create a meeting, you can ask it to automatically start a transcription at the beginning. The only thing that I would have word of warning is that you need to tell people that they're either being recorded or transcribed, because not everybody wants every meeting. I would not be happy with every meeting transcribed and recorded, because there are some that you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Yes, from ethics wise, you have to tell them yes.
Yep.
So if this meeting is online, the minute you switch it to online, all right, you will get meeting options. Where is my meeting options? Let me just save this one and get back to it again. There we go. Option. No, that's optional. What are my meeting options are? For a reason, it's not appearing. Even the link is not appearing. There's something faulty with this interface, but it appears here. Yeah, meeting options. Let me try that again. So event, it's an online event, and I'm inviting Rania. Right, why not? Whatever, yeah. This one, this phone options, no. For a reason it's not showing here, but it usually shows here. The meeting options. And even when the link is generated, there will be meeting options down here. But for a reason now, it's not even generating the link for the invite, so it's faulty. Maybe I have to
Are
restart
you
it.
are you doing that from Teams, or are you doing that from Outlook?
Outlook?
Yeah, so do it from Teams.
Yeah.
If you schedule it from Teams, as soon as you schedule a meeting, you'll get options.
Yeah, that's how it is. There you go. Now I can see the link.
There you go.
So there is more meeting options in here as well, or meeting options in here.
Yeah.
And from here you can configure the chat, who joins the lobby, who bypass them, whether you want to allow the question and answer, and so on. And allow Copilot. Where was the
Recording and transcription.
Yeah, recording and transcription. There we go. Who can record?
But you can click the
and
automatically.
to have access and enable multi-speech recognition. This is new. This wasn't there.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
you've got the top one, which is enable it
Record
automatically.
and transcribe automatically. That's what we want. But I like this feature because it wasn't cool to stick to one language with multiple people. Sometimes in some meetings, they mix. Yeah, depends on the organization, of course. So this is your meeting options, Senor. All right. Now let me close all of this. One and this one. And then I want to jump to home in order to open Word. Let me see if I can get Word from here. It's faster from here. Word. Let's start drafting. So a new document in Microsoft Word. And Copilot is right here at the top, and right here you can't miss it. Yeah. And it's suggesting as usual to expand context from the latest presentation that I created. It was called presentation 1. Produce insight from this is one of my presentations, right? Or summarize this one. So it's getting me options to either get insight, summarize content, draft content, yeah, elaborate on a certain thing, or I can write a prompt to do whatever I want. So let's say insights from this PowerPoint presentation. Here is the prompt. Produce insight from, and then I attach the document. The way I typically do this from scratch is, again, either forward slash and then reference a file or an email or a meeting, or hit the reference your content, which gets you the same panel. So let me choose the presentation and go like, okay, all right, display the details of a day in an executive life in a table and show me some insights, whatever. Yeah, and I'm sending this to Copilot. Let's see. There we go. So it extracted this from the document, yeah, the PowerPoint document. And to show you the power of Copilot, I'm gonna have to show you the document. So bear with me. I'm opening the document while it's generating the data. It might not be the same document. Oh, it's the executive. It's going to be the same. Yeah. There we go. My content looks like this. It's a one slider. Okay, one slider that has the data organized this way. All right. This is a PowerPoint. So these are boxes. All right. But my request was a table. So it understood. So that's part of prompt engineering, to be clear and to set your expectation. So I got the details in a table, and then I got my insights as per the prompt. If I want to follow up, I can follow up here and add add an intro to Copilot, right? Why not? You can follow up with any prompts you want, and then it will apply that question, and then It carries on. It keeps. It remembers the history. Different versions that you created with your prompts. Two of them are here. If you like it, keep it. Keep it to go. That's how you draft a new start from either from scratch or from an existing document. So instead of doing two demos, I decided to just start with a document immediately. Now, the supported documents are basically PDF, Word, and Excel. And as you can see, you'll only see here PDF, Word, and Excel. You cannot reference, sorry, not Excel, PDF, Word, and PowerPoint. Excel is not supported. My bad. Excel is not supported as of now. Now, those insights I like, but I want to modify them. So similar to what we did in PowerPoint, I select it first, and then I click on the Copilot icon. And then Copilot here offers to auto rewrite, make it shorter, make it former, get coaching for my writing style, right? Or maybe visualize as a table. So I'm gonna make it shorter, all right? And then there you go. This is the shorter version. I like it. Replace it. I don't like it. I want to follow up. I follow up with a prompt to enhance it, and then I click on replace. This is the new content in here. If this was me writing the content, I would click on get coaching. By clicking on get coaching, Copilot will analyze my content and then suggest enhancements, if you like. There we go. Copilot goes like, provide specific examples. This is saying this, do that, or I say that, and so on. And I have another suggestion. Expand on the benefits, and then more details, and so on. Number 3, clarity. If I like all suggestions, I can just apply the selected or untick the ones that I don't like, and then click on apply selected suggestions, right? This is the preview of the new data, and then I click on generate. It generates this one. It keeps the old one for you to compare if you like. And if you don't want the old one, simply delete it. And it offers this here as well. It goes like view writing suggestions, and then it would select, and then it will view writing suggestions, which is the coaching by Copilot feature that I will give it. All right. But if you have any question, well, ask Copilot in the Copilot panel. Maybe you want to summarize this document. Maybe you want to generate an image. Maybe I want to generate an image to fit or to suit the content of this document. Despite the typos, of course, Copilot will understand and will do the needful. So it will create the images for me. It will create 4 options for me. And meanwhile, let me show you something else. I like this content, but I don't want to display it this way. I want to display it in a table. So I will select the content, click on the Copilot, and then from the options that Copilot generates, yeah, there is visualize as a table. This option here, visualize as a table. So I'll click on visualize as a table, and Copilot will keep the old content and then add a new one, visualize as a table. Keep it. These are the images that Copilot generated. I click on them. I click, and then I click on insert in order to add the image. Mariam, your mic was on. Thank you. And so on. So I'm gonna select them all. Right, and try them. And then you just take a look at it, and whatever you like, you just keep. And these images are generated. Yeah, they're not from the gallery. They're not from the stock. Do you have any questions so far? Okay. Now, if
So
this is
I'm not getting the. So if I just go to any document with stuff in it and ask Copilot, how do you get to the coaching bit? I can't see that at all.
Are you on the web version or the standalone application?
Application. Do I need to be in the
No,
web?
you don't get that. You don't get that on the standalone application.
Okay, so I do go web version, yeah.
Yes, that's why on the previous webinars we worked on the standalone. That's why I'm doing the web today to
So
show
that's why
those
you're
new
doing it
features.
on the web version
Edge.
of. Okay,
Yes.
cool. I know it's
All
Edge,
right.
and I am using Edge, so that's fine. Okay.
All right. So if this was an existing document, you can have a conversation with this document. Remember let me look for my demo agreement. All right, what is it? Agreement? No, not there. Top 10 about shared services, financial support. Okay, all right, here you go. Contract. So let's say this is a proposal, this is a contract, and or a proposal by a vendor, okay? And I want to get more insights. Nowadays, not only contracts are getting so much pages, even tenders and proposals are getting so much, so many pages. They used to be 50, 60, 70. Now they're hundreds because they use AI to generate their contracts and their proposals. So you might as well use AI to understand them. Yeah. So you can have a question here, say, validate and review the clauses of this contract and suggest enhancements in our favor, and you have to define to him who are you. As part of this one, I represent MCIT, and then there is a fiction company called SMEs. So that's my prompt. All right. To validate and review the clause of this contract and suggest enhancements in our favor. All right. Sending this to Copilot. Copilot will look at documents and get me the enhancements. So my point is, I get to have a conversation with the documents. Yeah, maybe it's a proposal, and now I'm from finance. I'm not interested in the technical part of this proposal. I want to dive into the breakdown of the cost and so on, so I can ask questions. All right. So that's another way to use Copilot in Word. There we go. I got my suggestions. I got the proposed scope, services, the term, company, the termination. I got so many revision points, and then I got my suggestions in here. Yeah, what to do for this contract. All right. Now, I'm done with this contract. Or I'm done with this document that I generated, and I want to share this with the team. So by clicking on share, yeah, usually we type I'm going to type my colleague Russia here because I'm sharing it with her, and then I want to write a nice message. Even that you don't have to do. You can insert a summary of the document by using Copilot within the message. There you go. I got this. I got the document summarized. Right, the document, so and so and so and so, and now I can share it with my colleague. All right. Thank you, facilitator. Are you seeing the facilitator messages, or it's just me?
It's only
You
you.
see the
Cannot see
huh?
that.
Sorry?
Let's see, time check. We have 1 hour left. Yeah.
Oh yes, good, good. Because I enabled it's a new feature and I enabled it and I'm testing it as we speak. How it would react during the meeting, right?
You have enabled that facilitator that was came automatically.
Yeah, we've enabled it. So many tools are doing the same thing nowadays. All right. So that was Copilot in Word. Do you have any question? All good? Should I carry on?
Suppose if you give a template and
Yeah.
Copilot can fill the entire content of that.
I haven't tried that, but it will definitely, if it's not going to do it here, it will definitely understand the template and then get you the filling details in here, yeah, on this panel. So you're going to have to try it.
It's going to be a game changer. Great. Thank you. We'll
Yes,
try
soon
that.
enough, soon enough, soon enough. We're going to get a lot of updates, as I mentioned earlier, at the end of this month.
At last, we will not, our brain will not work.
Huh?
At last, everything will be fed by machine.
You see, this is the direction because eventually all the business applications, um, they're basically having the same business logic. Yeah. Yes, it depends on the organization size and the domain and the sector they're in. But then all companies within the same domain and same sector, they have the same requirements and they have the same kind of the similar business logic, right? All of this logic is going to the AI agents. The AI agents are digesting all of this logic and then they will be able to perform actions and create applications, interfaces if we want, provide data and everything that we want using our validation, our business rules and everything. So we're going into a very what a time to be alive, in short. Yeah. All right. Let's move on from this topic. And now the next topic is collaboration. We want to grow our collaboration with Copilot. And for that, the best way to collaborate is Teams. So I'm going to Microsoft Teams in here and see some capabilities, all right? Yeah, why not? All right, let Teams begin. Hello, Teams. Okay, set it up. Are you sure you don't have any? Okay, so in every chat, you see, this is not the meeting. This is the chat of the meeting. Okay, so in every chat, whether it was for a meeting or with an individual, there will be a Copilot icon in here that you can access and interact with Copilot to say whatever you want. What are the key points discussed from yesterday, from today, so whatever. It will be funny if it brought anything from yesterday. That range does not have any content. Thank you, Copilot. I was afraid that you will answer. But if it was a team conversation or something, then I could have got the details on that conversation, right? So do I have a conversation with my other self, my other account? No. Okay. All right. So it's the same capability if you access any conversation in here. But what's cool is, let's say I want to say to all of you, I'm going to type in slang, okay, just to show you that Copilot will understand. Let's say y'all did a great job. Thanks for the interactions and for your questions. All right. Before sending it, I know this is not a professional way to type a message. So I'm gonna visit the Copilot icon in here, the pen icon. Click on the pen icon, and then Copilot will auto rewrite it for me. You see, because like you all did a great job. Thank you for the interaction and for your questions. It's just rewrote it for you. Didn't change the tone, but you can change the tone. You can click on adjust and then go like, I want it to sound professional. I want it confident. I want it enthusiastic, and so on. I want it professional. There you go. You all did an excellent job. Thank you for your interactions and questions. You want to make it longer, make it longer. You want to make it concise, do whatever you want with it and replace. And now I can send it to the chat that I want to send it to. Yeah. But then if you access Copilot chat in here, yeah, I can ask Copilot questions like highlights from the past day, highlights from the past 7 days, all right, 30 days, time bounded, right? What decisions were made about 1, 2, 3, 4? What are the open items that I need to work on, right? So I can do so many things on this chat window here because this one has access to everything, right? So maybe show me my week, show me how my week looks like in a table. For instance, in that Copilot, this could be a prompt that you run every day. Yeah, in the morning, how does my day looks like? What are the urgent tasks for me? What are the open items? There you go. I got the details: date, time, event, who's the organizer. And if you want more details, you could have asked for it. That's what Copilot generated. But you could have asked for more columns to be added. All right. And then, of course, Copilot will follow up with prompts for me to use usually. So it's still generating. It's not done yet. Not done with me yet. There you go. So can you highlight the conflicting events? Very valid question. Tell me, Lena. I got some conflict in here. All right, 2 events. I made that conflict. One was a placeholder. The other one is the actual invite, and same goes for this one. All right. Yeah, actually, this one no. This is a conflict. All right. Okay. Look at this. Can you help me reschedule the conflicting events? All right, there we go. Thursday conflict. All right, that's the details. Webinar invite. Organized by this one, organized by Ayman. You can continue in Outlook to review the details, and these are the suggestions. Sunday conflict. It didn't actually help me much. Unless I click on continue to Outlook, take me to Outlook in order to do the changing, right? But then I could have asked in a better way and say, you know what, suggest times for me. Look at my calendar and tell me my availability and so on. So I can do a lot from here. Yeah. Hear it from me. If you want to search for anything, use Copilot. We all had this or face this problem where we're trying to find an email and then we don't remember sometimes even who sent the email or what was the subject. But there is a link or there is a document that I want right now. So I was like, what was that email related to branding and announcing the new brand? Yeah. And if our president saw this, she will kill me because she's the one who sent it. But yeah, anyway, I got the email from who exactly, all right, with all the details. So if you want to search for anything, you use Copilot to do your search. If you're trying to fetch information, use Copilot first to fetch the information. That's the new approach. If you want to do any task, ask yourself, can Copilot do it? Why don't I try it? Because once you try it, you would know the capabilities of the model, whether it can do it or not. At least now you know what are you dealing with, but what are the capabilities of the tool you have in hand. All right. And as long as we're in Teams, well, Copilot can help you before the meeting to prepare for a meeting agenda. Let's say, help me prepare for, and then you mentioned the meeting. Move forward slash, and then training invites. All right, I'm going to mention this meeting here. So maybe agenda, maybe topics, maybe questions. You just need to ask the right question, send the right prompts, right? So to help you prep for a meeting, it doesn't know that this is a training. So it goes like, okay, course title. Well, actually, it picked that is a course. So course title, start and end, and course timing, and the delivery method face to face. Brilliant. Where is the location? Now, here are the related emails. Here are the preparation tips. Right? And so on. Yes, Faris.
Thanks. I can't find that options. It is available only in the web page, teams.microsoft.com, in the web or desktop versions.
No, it's on the desktop, but you need Copilot license. You need Microsoft 365 Copilot license. Do you have one?
Not sure the organization have, I think.
Yeah, but they did not assign it to you. If you go to Teams and then chat, any Teams, web or standalone, and then chat, you should see Copilot icon here. If you don't see it, it means you don't have the license.
We'll check that. Thanks.
Any question?
Just if it is enabled, it will be if I go to chats, I can find that. If
Yes,
no,
sir.
it is no license.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then, of course, you can either search your organization-related document or ask for general information from the web and so on. All right. Now, on your email, I think you all know this capability. Drafting email is the easiest of them all. So if I go to Outlook, let me just switch from here to my Outlook. Here is my Outlook. Okay. And now, let's say one of the features that I like is that I have this very long thread that I don't have time to read. It's in Arabic anyway, and someone just decided to loop me in. I'm gonna click on summary by Copilot, and I would get the summary of the whole thread. There we go. In English, I know who did what exactly now. All right. And that being said, I can still click on the Copilot icon, visit the chat window, and from here, ask for all information related to Qatar Vision 2030, for instance, which is it solves a lot of it solves the main problem, which is if you try to find an email here with a certain subject, if someone changed the subject while replying, that person email will not appear because this search here is literal. This search here is a keyword based search. But the search through Copilot is a contextual search, right? So there we go. You got the emails, you got the files related to that, you got the meetings related, you got the Teams messages, and then of course from the web as well. But from your information, you got everything related to Qatar Vision 2030 as you requested. But if that is not the aim is to just write an email, then go for new, start writing your email. Let me just pop this one out. There we go. And go to Copilot and then draft with Copilot. Yeah. So or on the Copilot panel here, just click on it and it will open the same panel as if you went to Copilot and you clicked on draft. Now, again, thank everyone for joining the webinar today and for their interactions that help in succeeding in this experience, whatever. A lot of wrong typos, but anyway, a lot of typos. So I wrote my email with Copilot, and the same options you've seen earlier. I can make it shorter. I can make it longer. All right. Back again, I can make it longer. I can change the tone. Yeah. From direct to casual to formal. But for today's webinar, I decided to write you a poem. There you go. Hello, everyone. I hope this email finds you well. Thank you for the participation as well in today's webinar. Your shine so bright. Your engagement made the session a delight. I like this one. I'm going to keep it. All right.
The webinar is over.
Sorry?
So the webinar is over.
And similarly, if I want to get coached by Copilot, the same thing we've seen in Word, it exists here. Once I write my email, I'll find coaching by Copilot, and then it would get me some coaching tips and tricks. But you know what's nice? Let me ask you a question first. All right. You all have scheduled emails, scheduled meetings in your work environment. How much time does this task takes from your time? 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Keep in mind that you need to write the agenda for the meeting, prepare the agenda, right? Prepare the attachments, whether you have emails to attach and so on. Add people to join the meeting, the required people and the optional people, if there are any. Choose the suitable time for every one of them. Yeah, schedule assistance and then find and allocate a suitable slot. How much time does it take you to finish this task, to schedule a meeting?
It's quite long time sometimes.
Yeah, just give me any number. Like from 5 to 30 minutes, because in every webinar I hear the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
5 to 30
from 5
minutes.
minutes
5 to 30 minutes.
to 30 minutes sometimes. Just to schedule. There you go. It's within the same range, Lena. Thank you. But with Copilot, we're gonna do this in less than. Let me go back to the web. In less than 30 seconds, senores. Let me find my demo, Vision 2030. Let me find my demo files. This is in English, yeah, suitable for this one. Okay, there you go. So this is a demo thread, yeah. Anyway, all of this conversation in here, I want to cut it short and invite them for a meeting. Instead of replying or scheduling a meeting, you will click on schedule with Copilot. Once you click on schedule with Copilot, you let the magic happen.
Something happened in the network? Hello?
Sorry, everyone, I was dropped by mistake from the call. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can
All
hear
right.
you. I thought it's because of the magic.
Yeah, it's the spell reversed. Right, but I'm sharing a different screen. Let me just share the right screen. Stop sharing, and I want to share this one. Okay, so before we jump to the end of this webinar activities, I just want to tell you that if you have registered to next week webinars, we're going to tackle different applications. We will go through the Office and Microsoft 365 applications as well, but then we will go into Power Apps, yeah, Power Automate. We will see how Copilot is helping us in many of those applications in front of you, like Loop and Whiteboard and Power BI and so on. So at the end, I'd like to thank you all for joining our webinar. I'm gonna leave you now with the certificate code for you to redeem and an evaluation as well. Do let us know, please, how did we do on this webinar, which will help us enhance our future webinars and future sessions. Let me share on the chat window the link for you to redeem your certificate.
Ayman?
Yes, sir.
That the previous meeting invite, it will check the calendar, the availability, and it will send the invite, right? That time you left the meeting.
Oh, yes. I will send the invite. It created the time for the it created the time based on the availability. It did the check-in for me. It checked everyone's availability and it suggested an availability for me to use. But then I will send the invite manually.
Okay.
Did I answer your question? Did I get your question right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so I shared on the chat window the achievement code and the steps for you to redeem, yeah. And then I'm sharing the feedback form as well. Please fill the feedback form, redeem your certificate, and don't forget to celebrate your achievements, and reach out if you have any question. We do not walk away when the training ends. We are always there for you. All right, that's my LinkedIn account. Feel free to reach out, and let's keep the conversation going. If you have any question, anything to discuss, I'll be more than happy to help and assist. So please link me in if you're active in LinkedIn. Thank you all for your time and for allowing me to present here today to you. And I hope to see you on the future webinars as well.
Thank you very much, Ayman. Appreciate your time. It's very
Thank
useful.
you for being here, Faris. Thank you. Thank you for joining, Lina.
Hope in the same video we can get the recording of this and can download this all certificate, right?
Yeah, the certificate you can download and print. The recording will be sent by our team later. What they do is they see how many webinars you attended during the month, and then at the end of the month they will send you the recording of all the webinars you attended.
So that is done by Copilot.
By the team.
That's shocking.
Copilot is part of the team now, Faris.
I just want to interact, that's all. Thank you.
All right, everyone. I wish you a very pleasant and happy end of the week. Happy Thursday, and have a good one. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you.